listen, last week I had talked about I need to see these Colts been playing good, but against the Chargers. Fellas, I got to tell you, this Indianapolis Colts team, they're a Super Bowl contender.
Yes.
I don't know if people are paying attention to what Indiana Jones and Jonathan Taylor and those guys are doing out there. That offense is like the greatest show on turf. Like some of the numbers, they are putting like video game numbers out there with the Colts right now. Their defense is playing fantastic. They got a bunch of players on both sides of the ball. This Indianapolis Colts team, they are for real, folks. Take them very seriously.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah. I mean, I think I said it yesterday on Sunday Countdown. This is the best
Everyone yelled at
football.
you, and now you look right.
Listen, you just look at the numbers, and this is 7 weeks now, and I agree with you. Going into L.A., this is a good defense that they went against yesterday and ran through. I mean, it wasn't even close.
This game wasn't close.
And when you do look at the numbers offensively, like, points per game, points per drive, percentage of punts, like, they're in rare air with some of the best offenses of recent history. And again, like they got a bunch of guys that contribute. Shane Steichen deserves a ton of credit.
No, he absolutely does. Remember, look, Daniel Jones came in there to compete for the quarterback job.
Right. Think about that.
See, look now. Like, oh my goodness. And quite honestly, they don't have like Jonathan Taylor, clearly all-pro running back, right? Killing it. Offensive line, Quentin Nelson and company, really doing a great job. But they have guys that might not be great individually, but collectively downs. When you got Pittman,
the tight end,
Pro Bowl tight end, by the way, also. But literally, they're loaded. Pierce, all these guys make plays, and Daniel Jones just gets back those. I'm going to deal. You get open, I'm going to deal it. Right. He looks, and by the way, we forget how good an athlete Daniel Jones is.
The resurrection of Daniel Jones is at this point one of the great stories in the NFL that is similar to what we're seeing with Baker Mayfield, that is similar to what we're seeing with Sam Darnold. This is a continuation of that story. Give all the credit in the world to Shane Steichen for what they are doing. And they had a good day yesterday because Jacksonville gets blown out in London. So suddenly they get a little separation in the division. The Colts look like they are legit.
And with this team, it's the same team that their general manager, Chris Ballard, built, with the exception of one guy, really. The quarterback. And it just goes to show, we know it, but that is the ultimate example of how one quarterback can change the complexion and outlook for everything on a team and an organization. By the way, we see it in New York with the Giants, what Jackson Dort did, right? It's the same kind of thing.
I love it. There were no flashy moves this offseason by this team, right? They didn't make any big trades. They go get Daniel Jones. He's competing for the job. Nobody else. I mean, they draft the tight end. But hats off to this organization, everybody involved, Chris Ballard, Shane Steichen. Some patience, right? Trusting the process. I mean, these were guys that, like, listen, there was talk at the end of last year. Should they keep them? Should they not?
Right.
Obviously paying dividends. We don't often see it in the NFL.
Right.
Patience.
So those are...
For me, it's the Chiefs. Listen, they're a better football team than a year ago. Way better. They're probably the most complete football team in the NFL right now, and they just got their best weapon back. Listen, Rashee Rice, they loved this guy. I mean, look at all the different ways they use him. Almost getting his face mask ripped off, doesn't matter. He does all the dirty work. He led the team in targets and catches yesterday. All the stuff underneath. I mean, this is West Coast 101, short throw, long run, right? He's the guy that makes all of this go. They have all that speed on the outside to go with him. And nine guys got caught passes yesterday. And this was, by the way, this was in about one half of football. They all sat out the second half because they were up by so much.
The Las Vegas Raiders literally ran 30 offensive plays in the game yesterday. I'm not sure I've ever seen
the Chiefs had 30 first downs. For people. I've never heard of that. I mean, you had as many first downs as they had plays.
You have been one of the big skeptics, whatever the word is. You have questioned whether the Chiefs had enough offense all through last year, and they found a way. How about that?
Yeah, last year they absolutely never did. They won 15 games and went to a Super Bowl. But let's face it, way better. Man, they had no Hollywood Brown. They had no Rashee Rice after week 3. Right, and then obviously Xavier Worthy. They had no speed. They were absolutely trash on offense, but they had the best quarterback in the world. Okay, that's why they're there. Oh, by the way, now they have Rashee Rice, who's a top 5 receiver in the league. All right, and you have Hollywood Brown and Xavier McKinney. Xavier Worthy. So you've got speed. And by the way, Travis Kelce still can do it in the red zone. Now they won't run the ball. And that's the only issue that they have.
You wouldn't run it if you had 15 back there at quarterback either, Rex.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, come on.
You know what? That's true.
How about the Chiefs, Shefty?
Last year, the grand plan was to put those receivers together and demonstrate this speed. They played one play together in the opening preseason game in Jacksonville when Hollywood Brown got hurt. Now, all these players are together on display, and it makes the Chiefs the team to beat in the AFC, maybe the Super Bowl favorite. People might not like it. They might have Chiefs fatigue, but guess what? They're back.
They are the Super Bowl favorite, by the way. They're the favorites in the AFC and the favorites to win the Super Bowl for the first time this season. And they may now suddenly have the most dangerous offense in the AFC, unless we consider another team. D. Wood, what was your Sunday?
Best team in the NFC. And right now, this Matthew Stafford is absolutely dealing. And here's the thing, no Puka, no problem. They just get it done. Stafford has been, he only threw 5 touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, Devontae Adams can still play. 5 touchdowns, he caught 3 of them. But it's unreal. And here's the other thing we don't see. You're not going to see them on the highlights. That defense is absolutely balling.
They got the best young front in football.
They get after it, D-Wood. They absolutely get after it. And so to me, they're complete on both sides of the ball. And that's why we said several weeks ago, even when they got beat by the Eagles, they made a statement to me. They are right there with anybody in that division.
I'm going to say this, though, and I agree with everything you're saying. Their division.
It's loaded.
It's absolutely loaded. We're going to see another team in that division tonight. Seattle,
really
who I think
underrated,
very underrated. Who is going to be? I think is going to be one of the best teams in the NFC as well.
And the 49ers are getting the coaching job of the century. What Shanahan is doing and everything else.
And Robert Saleh.
And so they're coaching their behinds off because everyone in San Francisco is hurt. But yesterday, so we're doing Sunday Countdown opposite that game between the Rams and Jags, and I keep hearing in my ear, touchdown to Devontae. I know. Randy Moss is a scream. But I want our producers named Chad Minatil. I want to say to him, I know. He's like, no, it happened again. I keep thinking that it's ridiculous.
They are a complete football team because, by the way, they can also run the football. I mean, Sean McVay is one of the best in the business, pairing the run to play action pass. How many of those were off boots? Right? Again, it all works together. And then again, they have the defense to go with it. They have a disruptive defensive front.
Look at that. Look at the analytics. I'm not going to lie to you. I hadn't seen that before we came on the air. Rex, our analytics, you know how you love those polls.
Hold on. Where is Detroit? Where is Detroit?
That's why somebody needs to be fired in our analytics team, because when Detroit gets their secondary back, you don't want to play them either.
I can't believe Detroit's not listed among the 4 biggest favorites. And by the way, those are good teams up there, and the Rams are an unbelievable organization. They have such a great vibe to them. The people there, he's fantastic. The players are great. I can't believe we don't have any mention of the Lions there.
No,
we'll find. They made
Dan Campbell made
a superlative Sunday statements. Alex, which team made a statement yesterday?
You know me. For me, it's the Chiefs. Listen, they're a better football team.